Okay, okay, we're good.
Let me switch to the other mic. So, okay. Why? How is? What the fuck?
What's up?
Why is this all tangled? Why is my mouse plugged in here? What the? Who was fronting? Who did this?
Sweats quietly. It's not toga.
No, this must have been earlier than that. I. Hold on. Who do I blame? I blame Shinji. Sure. Just being straight, so I'm blaming him. That's how that works, right?
He's always straight. He's straight.
No, wrong Shinji.
Oh. Yeah, it's fair. Natu says that's especially or not. We need another name for her.
Didn't Atu propose untransed?
This is Yaroska.
I don't think he's very pleased with that, but I want to recap. What the fuck did you do?
What the fuck did we do? It's been 2 weeks.
We went back to the boat, I think. That was how it ended. We were back on the boat.
Yes, before that,
we got a call from the informant guy, right? I'm not mixing that up with a different session.
Yes, no, you got that
Okay.
at the end, but before that, you set a bush on fire, if you recall.
All right. All right.
Oh god, was that last session? I thought it was.
Yes, it's been 3 weeks.
I thought that was like 3 before.
I've aged 10 years in the past 3 weeks. You're gonna have to give me some leeway.
Oh, the Alzheimer's is kicking in.
My hairline's moved back a full inch.
Close the window! It's getting cold in here!
I don't
care if that's the trash can!
Oh, fuck, that's why it's cold in here. My window's open. Thank you, Doom. I forgot.
What?
The hip replacement.
I can't understand you! You're gonna have to speak into the other nose! No! That's my asshole! Or eyes! Whatever those are called! The ones you breathe with to say things!
This reminds me of my younger days.
Why are we having this conversation with like a bloodborne monster?
Back when I was young, about 3 years ago, on my third birthday.
Guess.
That's it.
Yeah.
22. Don't do meth, kids. It leads you to drink.
Alright.
Anyway.
Alright. Rachel got more information, potentially. We're supposed to meet in a few days, then?
Yes.
I think it was weeks, wasn't it?
Or weeks.
I thought it was weeks.
It was next week, and it's a Saturday.
Oh. Okay, I just remember you initially being like, yeah, in a few days, and then like later you were like, shit, I got the timeline messed up. It's actually a few weeks.
Yes, because I got it messed up again, and we're gonna pretend I didn't.
Okay, fair.
Anyway. Yeah. You going to East Tokyo.
Oh no, the big city.
Bright lights in the big city.
Ow!
All right. I need some background music. Hold on. Just, I don't care. Just you guys put anything on that's not Rick Astley.
God damn it.
That is
Wait,
very
no, I've got
broad.
something. I've got something. Give me a sec.
Okay. Is it going to interrupt my DMing? For the
No.
sake of a joke.
No.
I no longer have something.
Okay.
I no longer have something as well.
Okay, you guys. Okay, I guess we're just gonna listen to.
I mean, what kind of vibe do you want? I can get my D&D playlist.
Okay.
Is this appropriate?
You know what? No, we're just gonna. We're gonna get some city ambience.
Aw.
Okay.
Thank you. I love that cover.
Leave.
So it's a fucking Rick Astley cover, you.
But it's not Rick Astley.
Alright.
Very liberal interpretation of not Rick Astley.
I thought that was the point.
Don't you dare call me a liberal.
Okay, very conservative.
No, don't call me that either.
Very broad.
Brother.
Damn, I always knew you were a bro.
It's a very fascist interpretation of not Rick Astley.
You're going the wrong way. Bring it the other way.
Did I just hear someone say bitch and then someone else say I love your mom in this?
What? Hold on.
That sounds like New York City.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna just move this along a little bit, and you guys. I'm gonna set the scene. You guys are in front of a food stand somewhere on what used to be the outskirts of Tokyo, but is now just in Tokyo. You're surrounded by high-rises, and just behind you, across the big, scary road, is a park. A pretty large park. You can't really see where it begins or ends on either side.
Are we here for the informant related stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
You were given an address. No one else was. And that
We're all
address
just throughout Tokyo.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably get us lost at least once.
That address corresponds to a pavilion in the middle of that park you're standing behind. And Alan just kindly bought you all some food.
Stuff is
Oh, good.
big wedding.
I'm walking downtown with my Starbucks. White girl activated. Ready to get some information on a bitch I want to kill.
Japanese.
Oh, wow. The white girls bought Starbucks. What a surprise.
Going to find information on someone you're going to kill, just girly things.
Yeah, just girly white girl things, you know.
You're wearing Uggs, too? Jeez.
I mean, she can afford them now, so, like, you never know.
Oh, well.
She can afford a bit more than Uggs.
Yeah,
But
something
the
tells
thing
me
is-
she still chooses to wear, I don't know, Crocs.
She would wear Crocs. Just piss
Business
Chloe off.
suit and Crocs.
Yeah.
Real toga fashion, honestly.
And like basketball shorts.
Get like a 3-piece, a nice overcoat, and like socks and sandals.
Yeah, you walk a while just to find a straight crossing.
Bold of you
You
to
walk-
assume I'm not going to attempt to jaywalk.
You see, more acceptable here than it would be where you are right now.
Like
Like,
cartwheel across the road.
I know that sounds insane to people that live in the US in a city, but when we don't see a car coming, or sometimes even if we think we can make it, we just run across.
Yeah,
No, I do that.
I do that too. I did
Oh,
that
I mean,
yesterday.
mood.
There was an
Same.
oncoming car, and I was like, you know what?
It's a
If I
very
die, I
European mindset, because pretty much everyone I know in the US that lives like in bigger cities, or even visitors that I've had, you know, and when I tried to cross the road like that, like, and I just hear like from way behind, "What the hell are you doing?"
When I
You know, like
had
with
to-
hands in their air. It was like with their hands like in their hair, like horrified. It was like 3 a.m. in a small like middle of nowhere town. No car was coming for like at least 15 minutes. I could have taken a nap on the road and it would have been fine.
when I went to Stratford, which is like a mid-sized city about an hour away from Toronto, I had to go there for work briefly. On my way back from work on my first day, one of the traffic lights froze so that you weren't allowed to walk for, I'm not kidding, 20 fucking minutes, until eventually I just jaywalked across, and literally everybody on the streets, all the cars just screamed at me. It was hilarious.
Yeah. You see, so what you're telling me, Amber, is that they
Yes.
broke Geneva Convention.
Yes. Keep in mind, they did this in front of the two police officers that then spoke to him, and walked directly into where the police officers were.
King.
You know, technically jaywalking isn't illegal here, so
I feel like
Yeah.
I understand how you happened better now that I know that.
You know, while friggin' in the UK, we're very used to like just, you know, watching the flow of traffic and then like gauging whether or not it's okay to go. Like if there's no fucking cars within sight on either side of the road, it's like, why am I waiting? I don't need to wait. I'm going.
but
Meanwhile-
because it's you are supposed to. It is law.
You see, in the UK, you'll just have two people just go across anyway, even if there is a
Yeah.
car right in front of them.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Except Tempest is the opposite of that. And like when I tried to go, they were like having an aneurysm about it. Like,
That could
No.
probably at least partially be explained by the fact that their family is Polish.
that's true, I guess.
In Poland, if you walk across the road like unannounced,
Unannounced.
Everybody,
without
I'm
there being a
walking across
crossing
the
there,
road.
right?
Yeah.
Without there being a crossing there, doesn't matter how empty the road is. People will fucking detain you. Like I've seen people perform like a fucking citizen's arrest on someone crossing, like jaywalking across the road. It's fucking insane. Now that's Warsaw, and Warsaw is a big city, so obviously, like out in the fucking countryside, that's not going to happen. But that doesn't happen.
No,
anywhere
literally
in the
everywhere. The
countryside.
most backwater ass road. If you cross that bitch, somebody's coming out of the woods with handcuffs.
You do it like there's literally no one within a 50-mile radius. You cross the road, suddenly you got like a city's worth of people converging in your location.
You know that old survival advice that you bring a deck of cards so that you can play solitaire because someone's going to show up and tell you you're doing it wrong? The Polish version of that is cross the street because someone's going to show up and arrest you.
The hot singles in your area, they're here to detain you.
Do you hear that? By God, hot singles have breached the perimeter.
Oh my god.
They're upon us now. To arms. Anyway,
You wait. I've just got one more thing to do.
yeah.
Give me a second, I'm getting the video.
No. Please don't delete the ambience.
I won't know, but I'm just going to post it.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go.
Yeah, basically. Like it was literally fucking like a field road, like in the suburbs of Warsaw. And like some dude, like in his window on the other side, is like, "Hey, you can't cross there." But anyway, yeah, it's big city, and you guys are trying to, keep to not get noticed, basically, because it's the most densely populated area in the world, and there's a lot of heroes out in patrol, because this is a pretty well, it's a fairly popular, like, hotspot for tourists and shit.
You know, I just had a realization.
Yep.
Like aside from my face, I feel like I stick out like a sore thumb. Like, you know, blonde, so-and-so height, that's...
You'd think so.
Giving you.
Uh-huh.
But, as I said, this is a pretty big tourist location, so...
Sure.
You walking through here, you see a whole bunch of people, like, in the crowd that are obviously not Japanese. Like, people from America, Anglos, lots of Australians.
God,
Surely,
yes,
if there's anywhere you're going to find white people in Japan, it's within walking distance of a Tokyo Starbucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Does the fact that I have purple hair and pronouns mean that I'm biased?
Well,
Yes, because as we all know from Nazis on Twitter, Japanese people do not have colored hair and pronouns.
Yes, understandable. It wasn't even like that. I was trying to say like, oh, you know, blonde hair, but I mean like so and so
No,
height,
that was in
American
response to
accent.
what Amber said, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
also, I would like to remind everyone that we are in a world with people who have cactuses for heads, so I feel like,
I mean, true, but purple hair and pronouns.
I'm pretty sure that most fragile white people would have an easier time embracing the cactus man than trans people. But
Yeah,
Do cacti have pronouns?
they do now.
ask him. Ask the cactus.
Kodama will ponder this.
Tractus. Trans cactus. Anyway, you guys walk through the park itself isn't densely populated. There's a lot of kids around, there's playgrounds and shit. But you guys are just kind of walking alongside the more quiet, like the wandering area where a lot of old people are. Until you find a set of pavilions. Some have, families on them with people, with people basically, having a picnic or whatever. For most of them, anyway. I want everybody to make a perception check.
Hang on.
Can I have Bongo out? Is that gonna? I'm assuming it's not gonna like make.
Bongo
people
must have been shit sitting on your shoulder. I think him flying
Yeah.
around isn't gonna alert anyone any more than you walking is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, thinking about it, Bongo would be a freaking huge red flag.
I mean,
Like defining trait bird that looks like this.
sure, but on the other hand, it's not just not a necessity in the kind of environment that these people exist and live in. Small things like that, you just don't question them.
Fair.
Right? Like, it's the same as seeing a guy with a fucking rhinoceros head. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. A white girl with a flaming bird isn't gonna cause a panic.
Well, no, it's not that. I mean more like a white girl with a flaming bird that was also seen during two fucking honking. Shut up.
Someone's gonna walk over.
Okay, the real question is, did anybody actually see Bongo?
That's true.
Kodama didn't.
Ojiro did.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think he did. He was out in 2 turns though, so you never know.
He was just sitting there,
he was
and then he got his no ribs.
No, because Bongo was flying up above doing recon, and
That's true.
this was like a dome full of fire.
That's true.
Oh look, more fire!
Have
But
there
that
been
one
any
has eyes.
Have there been any reports on like the national news over the past couple of days about like, yeah, this like 15-year-old got his shit pushed in at the fucking.
He doesn't have ribs anymore. For $9.99.
It's not
a month,
so.
changes.
There wasn't as much a media blackout as much as details are not being released to the press.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, pain in my ass.
what's public knowledge is there was an altercation. There were a lot of villains. All Might was there.
They wanted to kill him.
And All Might punched some dude through a wall. So all in all, like.
I feel for these press people because we're not revealing all the details is the biggest pain in my ass.
It's a matter of national security. You know, phrases that you use that immediately make you turn into Winston Churchill and massacre an entire Indian village. Because you eat all their grain.
Remind me to never say that phrase.
Anyway, yeah. Rachel, you notice a bunch of people who, suspicious is the wrong word, but, you know, they're wearing clothes that are obviously meant to be inconspicuous. You know, hoodies and, like, really baggy vests with cargo shorts. So, could be a lot of things. They could be private security for someone, or they could be plainclothes. Let's hope it's not the latter.
When you say I was given an address, was I told, like, yeah, meet us in front of this specific, like, monument or whatever?
Come to this pavilion is like what was said, right? To this set of pavilions. But in one of the pavilions, actually, you see a figure in a in a plain, sort of washed out red hoodie, right? Talking to one of these people. Just from the stature, it seems like the man you were looking for.
I'm gonna, like, go ahead a little bit. Like, kind of motion for the others to stay back for a second. So it doesn't look like we're fucking coming up to this guy and to mug him or something as a group. And I'm just gonna go up to him and be like, hey, you waiting for someone?
Person turns around, that it is indeed Mr. Yagi. Hey! Come here. Let's just make it look like we're old friends trying to catch up. Sit down.
I gesture for the others to come on over. Sit down.
Snuff is eating a meat bun.
I'm playing games on my phone.
So, shit's been a little bit wild in the past 2 days. Trying to get information through our usual channels is harder and harder because of increased police presence in the big cities. But I think I have a lead to what you're looking for.
Do tell.
So, this guy, what was his name again?
Me totally blanking on his fucking name.
Yeah, me too.
Mark
That's
Jefferson.
why.
There we go.
Cool. So,
Such a shitty person. I blocked him out of my memory.
you remember how I mentioned that they're that they're mostly working out of Shikoku. Specifically, I floated the idea of Conan Haba. I looked into my contacts there. There's a lot of unmarked shipping from weird places coming in and going out. Usually that's not that much of a concern. Just kind of assumed that it's probably just a drug operation, pushing dope from China and Korea through here in Australia. But like pushing or pulling like a bit of a small ledger out of their like purse and like putting it down on the picnic table. Look through these pictures. Don't see a lot of faces there, but well, this here is them unloading a bunch of crates from ships that have come from the Philippines and Indonesia. That here is a Malayan freighter, to be specific, actually. So those crates could be just about anything, but this was some kind of cargo exchange, because if you look at that next picture and he flips over the the page, and you see a picture of a large cargo container being loaded onto this Malayan freighter. What do you think's in there?
Drugs, weapons, things that are alive.
Well, the container, it's a cattle transport, but I don't think they're transporting cows. I think that this is how do I say this? Okay, let me be blunt. I think that this is one of the interstops in the Southeast Asian slave trade market. Human trafficking. Does that sound like it's MO? You mentioned something like that?
Yeah, that fits him.
Well, again, this alone wouldn't have let me to call you immediately, but I dug a little further. A lot of, how do I say this? A lot of white dudes involved in this shipment there. And specifically, I had a copy of this here, meant that this is the transport permit, the thing that allows them to exit the harbor and move on into international waters. Now, this was stamped by a major U.S. shipping company that is known to be a front for cartel activities in Japan. Specifically, this firm, as much as it really exists, is based out of Seattle. So, if you guys head down to Shikoku and investigate this, you might be able to get a bit more information on this.
All right. Do you have any idea if he is actually present here in the country right now?
I don't know. And the one person who I think would know, somebody who I have tried and successfully attempted to make contact with Shiena, the harbor prefect, the guy in charge of the ingress and egress of goods. Well, I think the mob got to him, frankly.
Got to him?
Well, he's gone. Don't know where. No missing persons report, though, so... How much do you know about the Yakuza nowadays? Anyway.
Not very much, everything considered.
Well, used to be, the big shots in the criminal underworld. Now they're really the only thing left, but they're little more than hired thugs. But some have been known to still employ some of the more sophisticated methods of taking people out of the picture as they used to. And I think they had him institutionalized.
Is that a fancy word for...
No, they had him confined into a mental asylum, is what I mean.
What?
Used to be more common. Not as much nowadays, but if you wanted to stop someone from squealing to elements that weren't the feds, rival groups, gangs, if you suspected they were in contact with some of your rivals, what people often used to do is they locked them away where no one would listen to them.
But that means he can't run.
Exactly. But this guy is our only contact. If you want to know if your dude is in the country, you're gonna have to find Shiena.
I'll do it. Do you have any leads anywhere we can start looking?
Well, depends on how sophisticated you want to take this. The easiest would probably be to sniff around at his old place of work. And, well, he doesn't really have family, but his colleagues. But you'd run the risk of being noticed by people you might not want to be noticed by. And again, I'm not just talking about the feds.
Heroes?
I'm talking about, the people you're trying to find. If you're trying to get to people, the last thing you want is them being aware that you're looking for them. I know these types. If they know that you're dangerous in some form and that you're coming to look for them, they'll run for the hills.
So we'll have to do
Alternatively,
this quietly.
yes, I do have a suggestion for that if you're willing to indulge me.
Let's hear it.
Well, institutionalizations aren't easy. You can't just forcibly confine someone into an asylum. It's not the 1950s, at least not for adults. So this means that a senior medical officer in a public hospital somewhere, probably the dean of medicine, would have had to sign off on this. There are only 3 general hospitals in the Nankoku area. 2 of them just straight up don't have psych wards. That leaves Konan General Hospital. You make your way in there, however you end up going about doing that, I don't know. Not really my problem either. But you find the Dean of Medicine, or at least his files. It'll probably lead you to where Yenna was confined to. That, however, might draw attention of the attention of the feds. It's your choice who you want to alert, really. If you mess up, I don't know.
Well, ideally, neither of them. And I kind of look to Alan. I look to Alan, but I know sometimes we have to pick our poisons.
Well, this is what you came here to do, isn't it?
Picking poisons? Yeah. I guess it is.
Well, I have no objections, but this is your operation, so you do the planning.
I look to Alan and everyone else. Oh, was that him saying that?
He said that, yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'll help you, but the ideas have to come from you.
Thinking out of character. She kind of takes a sip of her Starbucks vanilla latte. And it's like, and it's like, I feel like I need more information before I make a decision.
I can get you information.
If I'm going to be picking poisons, I want to know which is least likely to kill us.
Probably the feds.
Yeah, they are a little incompetent sometimes, aren't they?
Besides, as Yagi said, you might not want to make the guy that you're looking for run for it.
Alright, well then we'll alert the feds. Well, ideally, none of them. What's the location of this hospital?
Hold on. You know that motion where he's like grabbing the air, trying to look for something to write?
Yeah.
Like,
do I have a pen? Do I carry a pen?
But you probably don't have a post-it note or anything like that.
Oh, Snuff pulls a stack of paper out of his pockets. Gingerly offers it.
Thanks. There you go. That's the address. Any of you need anything else from me?
I don't think so. Got all the information we need for now. We'll probably be in contact if anything comes up.
All right. You know how to contact me. Don't do it through your normal cells. Get a burner.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not that stupid.
Good. Cool. Good luck to you. And with that, he stands up and leaves. And with him, all of the, coincidentally, all of the very obviously security people leave as well. So,
what a strange coincidence.
Yeah.
I look to the others and I'm like, are you guys with me on doing this?
Kodama rolled a 2 on perception, so I assume he's been looking at his phone, not paying any attention the entire time. Yeah,
I thought this was a perception to like notice the guys.
Yes, it was.
I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it. Lean into it. Yes, and.
Yes. Okay, cool. That's a thing.
So Kodama's just like, huh? What? Yeah, totally, sure.
Snuff
Just
is.
stare at Kadana.
Meanwhile, Snuff is like big whatting at a crepe truck nearby, and he just types on his phone and then shows it to Alan. Can I get a crepe first?
Yes, you can.
He like big whats really happily, and then like runs off to go get a crepe.
Like upon seeing that, Rachel kind of like her brows furrow, and she's like, were none of you paying attention?"
I mean, paying attention.
I was kind of paying attention, but I'm happy to help. I guess gives me something to do anywhere between heists. So.
Where'd all the people with cargo shorts go?
We went to a cargo short convention. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good.
In this moment, Rachel would look into the camera.
Snuff, like you get everyone gets a text on their phone. I think we all kind of assumed it was a private matter.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until Snuff gets back. Before continuing, Snuff, get back here.
He comes back with like a strawberry crepe, and he's like looking very happy. He's like has his mask off, and you just see him like unhinge his jaw again in that kind of way, and he looks very pleased.
So, I'm thinking we go to this hospital. How exactly we decide to go about that, that's a work in progress. But we find the Dean of Medicine and extract some information out of him, one way or another.
Yeah. I mean,
Big what? Snuff big what's.
if we just need to know what he signed off on, we might be able to just write his files. We have the guy's name, after all, the guy we're looking for.
Snuff.
What is the guy's name?
Hold on, put it in chat.
Okay. Snuff. Shiena. Okay. Snuff like big what's raises his hand. People go to hospitals if they're sick. What if we pretend to be sick?
That's not gonna get us into a doctor's office, though, is it?
Depends how sick we pretend to be.
Or
I don't think
if your body suddenly starts turning to smoke when you're no longer of quirk age.
I don't know what you're implying.
Snuff like kind of screws up his face a little bit, and like he's trying to figure out how to explain it with his little autism brain. Pretend like this is someone else's quirk, not mine. I've registered in minimal places, so he is trying to speak through his mouthful of crepe, and he's already bad enough at speaking.
you're okay. If I'm understanding this right, you're going to use the fact that you're made of smoke to make it look like someone attacked you with a smoke-based power, and that's not something to do with your actual body.
Special case. That's not very common for things people can do, so head doctor would be interested.
Counter proposal. I like that. But how about this? You can make yourself really non-corporeal, right?
Or less.
Here's my idea. We steal an ambulance. You know, however the hell we do that. We pretend we're paramedics, basically. One or two of us pretend to have, third-degree burns. fresh out of a fire.
How do you pretend to have third-degree burns?
Lots of makeup. They don't have to examine us. The point is just we need to get into the hospital. That'll get us into the ER. And, snuff. Trying to hang over, all of us like smoke. And then once we get further in, he'll fuck off through somewhere else. Make it look like he's dissipating. And
All through the vents?
yes. And from there out, you can gain us access to some of the more restricted areas.
Okay, next question. Whoever's going to be our decoys, how are they going to get out of that situation? Suddenly stand up? Oh, I'm all better now.
We might be overcomplicating this.
Could just ask for a visit. Down.
Does this place have a trash chute?
I mean, it's a hospital. More than likely, yeah. Scope out the area.
That's probably the best idea. I don't think we should go in during the day. It's going to be crawling with people.
It's a hospital, isn't staffed for 7?
Yes, but not the
Less
whole
staff at
goddamn
night.
staff.
Oh.
And people will go in for less important things during the day, and that means that...
Visiting hours, not none.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hmm?
Sorry, I'm looking at a crepe restaurant now, and they have a cheeseburger crepe.
Also, I just want to say, because Tempest mentioned it, right about now, Rachel's phone would start buzzing, like she's getting texts from a certain somebody that probably got left on the boat, asleep.
She overslept, yeah. What the hell? What the fuck?
Sorry, babe, we left Tokyo.
I can't believe we
Bye.
cabbaged her.
Every single text from Chloe is one word, and they're all angry.
Most of them are the word fuck.
You know her so well.
Yeah, well. Yes. All right, let's head out. I'm sure we can figure this out on the way.
Threw a mouthful of crepe. Oh, we're going now.
Yes, we're going now.
Can I get everyone a crepe before we go?
I won't say no.
Of course.
I won't say no to free food.
Ellen pats Snuff.
Happy.
She seems kind of impatient. A little bit smad, but she's not gonna say anything about
When
it.
we're going in at night, it's, I assume, the afternoon right now. We have a couple hours to kill anyway.
It's like noon. You're gonna...
Yeah.
Don't we have to go don't we have to travel there?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. And it's gonna take you a while, so you won't arrive there before the evening anyway.
You can spare a few minutes for crepes.
5 minutes to grab food is nothing.
Okay, consider this woman is anxious to get going, but she will accept crepes.
Duma, Tempest is asking if they can send a few texts for Rachel.
Sure. All right. Everyone gets crepes.
Bongo gets his own crepe.
Yes, Snuff buys his own crepe. Wait, does he have? Does Snuff has Mitsu with him? Can he buy it?
Mimi.
Or Mimi? Fuck's sake!
One day you will get it right.
Can he buy Mimi a tuna crepe?
Probably.
Okay, you.
There are savory crepes.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's good. It's for a cat.
Buys crepe, starts nomming. This tastes like cat food. I'll take two. I have cats.
How far away is Tokyo from the boat, by the way? I don't
The
know.
boat?
Yeah.
About as far as you have to go, so.
So
Long.
Tokyo is halfway there.
Ah. No, like, is it a few hours, I'm assuming, or?
Well, about 8.
8?
8.
Okay.
So we got up at 4 a.m. No wonder Chloe.
It's not
was
that long of a
asleep.
drive.
Yeah. You get some crepes, you get some food for the road, really. And then you hop into the car. You have another long car ride. You're used to these by now. You go through Nagoya, you go through Osaka. You go across some stupid long bridges. Till eventually, you arrive at the harbor city of Konan. Just a tourist trap, really. But it does have a pretty big shipping district. So, let me get. It's starting to become more, dark. The evening is closing in. There in front of you, high rise, big old hospital tower. All right, let's stick around this. Let's see what we can find.
What time is it now?
It's about 7. The main regular admittance ends at around 8. So you have about an hour to stake everything out.
Snuff is inexplicably still eating a crepe.
He bought a whole bag.
Yeah, he's been eating them this whole time.
How many crepes did you buy, Jesus?
At least a dozen. If
Just
not
the trunk is full of crepes.
Smunk.
Smunkleberg.
As we approach the hospital, I am inexplicably holding Bongo like hamburger.
Hambongo.
Meanwhile, Snuff is feeding, intermittently feeding stuff to Bongo. I have to be right back. Sorry, that was one of my bosses.
All good.
Oh, I've been doing an impression of a German tax collector.
Terrible.
We encounter one strange German tax collector.
Terrible.
Oh, dude, I made like a series of tweets that are just like random weird phrases in German. Very strange.
For some reason, the German tax collector thinks we're in Germany rather than Japan. It's trying to collect taxes from us.
It's like that one road in Sweden, or the Swedes own in Alaska.
I have many questions and no answers.
Drunk Bavarian traffic cop voice. Grüß Gott, sind Sie sich bewusst, wie schnell Sie gefahren sind? Ich weiß es ja halt nicht, da ich aus Versehen 16 Liter Bier über mein Geschwindigkeitsradarmessgerät geleert habe. Ich gebe Ihnen trotzdem jetzt einen Strafzettel von 760 Euro und 75 Cent.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Or, roughly translated, hey, do you know how fast you were going? Because I don't, because I accidentally spilled 16 liters of beer over my speedometer. I'm still gonna give you a ticket of 76 euros and 79 cents.
For some reason, I thought it was 59 cents for some reason. Maybe because I couldn't probably hear the words that were going out.
Bureaucrat with Wehrmacht vibes voice. Wählen Sie sich augenblicklich beim Personalgermanisierungsraster Hauptamt, sonst schieben wir Sie in die Schweiz ab. Anyway, yeah, so you're staking this place out, so I want perception checks. And you probably will want to send Bongo flying into the air.
Yes, I'm holding
You know how
Bongo like
you know how you
hamburger.
release pigeons?
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that. Literally, I'm holding Bongo like hamburger and then release him like
Just
pigeon.
throw him like a football.
Meanwhile, Snuff is going to... Can he... Fly is a strong word. Like, float around the exterior of the building with his smoke upwards.
Roll me acrobatics.
Hey, I'm good at this.
Can I give him advantage
Never
if I light a
mind.
cigarette?
No, and that's a nat 1. You like...
I have expertise in this. Help.
So you go up to
Nine.
it. You start trying to slither upwards. Then on like the 6th floor of the like residential building you're trying to climb, someone opens a window and empties a bucket of water out.
Huh. Oh no. Oh no.
At least you think it's water. Doesn't smell like it.
Well, if you think I can smell anything other than smoke.
So you are drenched in water, which is not healthy for you, so take 10 damage.
Oh Jesus!
Jesus Christ.
Can he Angie and then stuff another crepe in his mouth immediately?
Yes, sure.
How many crepes did you buy?
The trunk's full of them.
I'm going to say at least $100 of worth of crepes. I'm going to be honest with you.
So,
Like you just went into this bakery and it's like, hello, all of your crepes. Points, all of them.
I need you to understand that this boy has never had good food in his life.
so are we trying to get a vantage point again, or are we trying to enter this place or something?
You're trying to stake it out.
Could I... Sorry, for a second there, I forgot what we were doing. Can I use gravity on myself to try and get a better vantage point?
Sure.
What roll would that be? If it was a one.
That's not a roll. You can just do that.
Oh, awesome.
You know, you're next to publicly accessible buildings. I love how no one has tried to, I don't know, tried to access the roof through the building.
I'm assuming Bongo rolled so poorly he is not able to point this out. Perception 2.
I mean,
The dice just hate us today.
So,
Pretty much
Bongo,
class.
you know what? I'm gonna help you here with another roll from.
Please, Bongo. Bongo flies into a window.
Hold on, that's Alan's plus.
Cherry tree.
What's his bonus?
What do you mean bonus?
That's a +4, so that is a 17.
Good for him.
Bongo
Someone can see. Thank God.
sees only one thing. You know, he flies up. There's an office area there, but more importantly, he sees someone's lunch on their desk.
He starts
So-
pecking at the window.
Yeah, no, he just sits there and starts like, hold on, like he just starts. He sits down on like the outside windowsill, and it's just like.
Yeah.
Do they notice? This bird is like fucking.
Yeah, the window like opens, and you hear like, "Oi, fuck off!"
Meanwhile, down on the ground, you just see me looking up, like towards this window. I'm like, Bongo, what? No, I know it's a sandwich you like. Please, focus on
Away from my chicken sandwich, you weird fucking pigeon!
Okay, wait. Can we roll a sleight of hand check on Bongo to see if he gets the sandwich and manages to get away with it?
Sure, roll sleight of hand.
Or attack.
He's 16.
Jesus Christ.
This bird's a better thief than the rest of us. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
But they have superhuman strength.
No, hold on. That's not a contest roll. That's just to see if he attracts more attention.
Oh no.
Those are stealth checks.
It's like, yeah, he like grabs the sandwich and flies over to like the adjacent building and just starts eating it in front of these people.
Like,
What a king. What a giga Chad.
What the fuck? That's my fucking lunch! You fucking bird! I'll grab.
This guy's gonna grab a gun.
You see like you know, like those like cans like full of pens and shit. Yeah, he throws like a whole set of like pens and shit at them. You guys have to like dodge out of the way because like pens are just starting to fall down.
I thought you were about to say he pulls out like a t-shirt cannon and shoots him.
Oh god, not funny.
It kills us all instantly.
One hits Bongo in the face.
Oh my god.
No, that's an attack at Bongo.
Oh god. Bongo
Critical
fucking
hit.
died.
He
Oh,
takes
okay.
1 damage because
Ouch.
like a big roll of duct tape landed on him.
Just punks off his head, just like, donk.
Does Bongo drop the sandwich?
He's sitting. It's already on the floor.
Bold of you to assume Bongo wouldn't die for that sandwich.
Yay, stop fighting with the birds! You're wasting our office supply! I tell you, one of these days I'm gonna become fucking Mao on these birds! If you don't know, that's a reference to how Mao Zedong tried to exterminate all the pigeons. Because they were eating all the crops. Anyway. Bongo notices one thing, that there's an office section above the actual hospital section. You know, where all the hospital secretaries and probably the Dean of Medicine have like a little thing. The rest of you are too preoccupied watching this epic battle that Bongo is having with this like underpaid office worker, like stealing his fucking lunch money. Well, his lunch.
I like
Like-
to imagine at one point Bongo just like telepathically communicates to me and is just the single statement, "Eat the rich." It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He says, "Eat the rich." He says, robbing like some fucking minimum wage secretary.
Yeah.
Bongo just telepathically like going to you saying, "Seize the means of sandwich production."
God. Is Bongo a tanky? Is that the real question here? Is Bongo a Stalinist? Anyway. No, you're all very preoccupied with this, and Alan's the only one that really, like, actually still looks for stuff. So I found our way in, if you guys are still interested in that.
Yes, I just want my bird back.
I think he's gonna come back in his own time.
He's having a sensual moment with that sandwich. We should leave.
He'll be ready when he's ready.
Okay. All right. You see this door? Authorized personnel only. If you open it without a key from the outside, it trips an alarm. But usually these things work in a way that if you open them with a key or from the inside, it won't trip the alarm. So that vent up there. We're going to send Snuff through. He's going to get out. He's going to open this door for us, and we're going to see if we can get ourselves some disguises, like, janitors. We're going to pretend to be janitors, janitorial team. We're going to go up into that office complex where, once those people file out, or Bongo just assaulted some dude for his fucking dinner. We're going to find the office of the Dean of Medicine. We're going to look for that stuff.
Rachel seems very bothered about the lack of Bongo, but yes, she is. She's down for the plan.
He'll be here once he finishes his food, Rachel.
Okay, but can you imagine seeing, like, a part of your soul rob some minimum wage secretary of their fucking lunch money?
We all have our inner demons.
Not just robbing not just stealing the lunch money, stealing the lunch after it was paid for.
Mm.
Yeah, well, cut out the middleman.
What used to birds have for money anyway?
Nah. Anyway, so we're gonna, find ourselves those outfits. Let's go find a clothing store. Come on.
Walk, 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 walk.
We have to go shopping. Shopping with the girls.
Girls are fighting.
The bird is robbing strangers.
So proud of him.
But Bongo eventually just lands on your shoulder. There is
He, like-
still a piece of, like, tuna hanging from his, like...
Crumbs all over his face.
Mitsu crawls out of Snuff's,
Mimi.
Fuck me!
At some point, we're gonna need to retcon and swap the names of the cats.
No.
We can't, because Mitsu is in my head.
Mimi just crawls out of his shirt and licks the piece of tuna off of Bongo.
How does Bongo react to having food licked off of him?
I mean, he doesn't seem to really care that much. If he wanted to, he could make himself, like, actually flammable, but he doesn't.
I don't know that would work on Mimi.
Yeah.
Shit, you're right. It won't. He just kind of, like, looks at her. You know how birds, of how they move, they kind of, like, trying to describe how birds move. Like, when they're looking at something, they make kind of quick movements. And they tilt their head,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Just doing that, looking over her.
Yes. Fun fact, the reason birds do that is because of the way that their eyes work and are arranged in their skull. They have to keep moving in order to get sharp pictures of things.
That's interesting.
Bird facts.
That's why pigeons, for example, walk like that.
Protester getting
The bird facts that Alan were robbing a hospital.
Yeah, you just go in,
Dave-
you buy a bunch of overalls, basically. Put 'em on.
Does Snuff have to put them on?
We'll get one for you spare once you're inside.
No.
Okay. You look like real janitors. Kind of.
Quietly, I always wanted to be a real janitor.
Well, your janitor skills are up to snuff, so.
Rachel like thwacks you on the back of the head.
Thank you.
I just a quiet. You just glare at you and just a quiet. I thought it was fucking funny.
One of these days, this stop sign is going to draw blood.
One of
It already did.
You fucking downed a child.
You knocked out a kid, Kodama.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Cool. Ah. Well, yeah. You guys get there by... Oh, I gotta get new onions.
We're not in Tokyo anymore.
Oh shit, you're right.
You're still in a big city, so I kept
Okay.
it
Big city.
Every big
Sorry.
Japanese city is Tokyo.
What is the name of the city, for the record?
Tokyo 2 Electric
on.
Boogaloo.
You are in
Oh,
Konan.
Konan. With a
How do
K.
you How do you spell that?
Konon? I imagine.
Yes.
Okay, this is completely unrelated to anything, but I'm cleaning off our stupid collar right now, and the amount of gunk on this is kind of disgusting, actually.
Hey. Anyway.
Why can't Harry and Rachel having this conversation in like the group chat?
What?
It's starting to rain a little as you guys get ready for this. Alright, Snuff. Through the vent there.
Well, he sets down Mimi very gingerly on the floor with you guys. Then he is going to go up through the vent.
Yeah. You are going to keep going until you get to the first, like, relax that you can get out of, basically right next to the door. Roll me a stealth check.
Please. I have not rolled above a 10 this entire time.
Hold on. Passive perception. 8. You're fine. Yeah, it's just like a paramedic who is basically rolling someone down the road, or the road, I think, the corridor, coming past like the corridor you just jumped out of, but he's too preoccupied getting this man with a hatchet in his chest to the ER, so I feel like, you know, he's got a bit bigger problems than, this man has a piece of construction equipment in his heart, but you, I do not recognize you.
Snuff is going to kind of use his smoke to dim and obfuscate the hallway a little bit and gently press it open from the inside the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the door, like, sort of swings open. All right, get in. Snuff, put this on.
He unsmokes and
Brisk walking.
Hold on. Alan, like, opens the door to a storage closet and pulls out, a set of like mops and one of those buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah, the janitorial carts. That's what those are called. You know what the German word for janitor is? The housemaster.
Damn, I wish that could be me.
Yeah, no. You
I'm
guys.
not gonna say that.
Put it in. You start rolling down the corridor to one of the personnel elevators.
Yes, nobody pay attention to this.
Roll a
large band.
deception check.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
a large band of roving.
Yes.
Oh god.
roving janitors.
Deception. Oh boy,
Oh,
I'm
no.
really bad at this.
Wait, deception, not perception.
Yes,
Can
deception.
I,
Okay, it's not too bad. 10.
can I? Does Bongo have to roll deception?
No, he does not.
Okay.
We're gonna run into the hospital worker whose sandwich he stole.
It's like, you bitch.
If we get a low enough roll, I would genuinely love for that to be the explanation.
Who didn't roll yet? Oh, no, everybody rolled. I'm stupid.
You're used to bongo rolling. Oh, and Rachel, or not Rachel.
Alan didn't roll.
Chloe. Yes, he did. It's the first. It's a nat. No,
Oh,
it's a D3.
I'm
It's a
blind.
D3.
Yeah.
No, that's- yeah, you're right.
That was the damn. That was something else.
Okay,
there we
that's
go.
less bad.
Less than a nat 1, yeah, but like...
It's a group roll. I'm adding up averages.
There are levels of success we're willing to accept.
Hold on. I'm bad at calculating averages. Oh, yeah. You call for the elevator, you're just kind of waiting casually. Like, one of the nurses walks by, sort of gives you a bit of a look, but whatever.
I give her a charming smile.
She just kind of walks past you, like, not her business. You step inside, press button to the top floor, and you emerge into an empty sort of corridor, like an empty office area, rather. All right, fan out. I need us to find this quickly. Let's go. Everybody roll investigation.
Oh boy,
Okay,
I'm also
now
bad
can
at
Bongo be
that.
involved?
Trying to find the Bongo can do too, because you're trying to find the office.
I am rolling like
Investigation?
ass today.
Yes. Investigation.
I find everything.
Nat 20.
So we have a dirty 20 and 8, a nat 20 and 19.
Bongo and I zero in on it. We just
I want to know everything about him. I want to know his social security number.
We could legitimately steal this man's identity.
We just look at him and we know exactly where he's been, his credit card number,
So-
his history, where he went to school, who he's married
His
to, what his
Ashley
family's
Madison
like.
password.
Does he drive? What is his car like? What's his like?
It's not hard to figure out because everything, the offices, the actual offices are all labeled. But Rachel, you actually saved them a lot of trouble. Because you notice that there is a CCTV camera pointing down the corridor that you're about to walk through. Oh, great. And it's sort of turning in a 180 sort of radius. So there is about a 5-second, a 10-second delay where the office isn't in view of the CCTV camera.
It's like when we're in the office, are we visible to the camera? It's like, does it have
No.
glass walls or some shit?
Basically, you have about 10 seconds to get down the corridor and open the door. And then get in and close the door so that nothing gets picked up.
How far away is it?
It's about 20 feet.
Oh, that's more than anyone's movement speed, and that's about 6 seconds, so...
We might have to like split it up just so we aren't all trying to rush this door.
Who is good at picking locks?
I have thieves tools proficiency.
What were you saying, Diddy?
Snuff just raises his hand. Could go under the door. Open it from the side.
If it's locked, it's not going to help us.
No, you can unlock it from the other side.
Not unless it's like a key.
Oh.
Makes doors like that. He big what's confused.
That's normal. He pats Snuff. Okay, who's got the tools for that?
Do none of us have lockpicking tools?
I have thieves tools proficiency and thieves tools.
Okay.
Kodama.
That's sleight of hand?
Yes, that would be sleight of hand. Are you good at that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have +4.
I have +6 sleight of hand.
Do you have?
You can give it a try, and then if you fail it, I'll give it a try.
I don't have. Wait. Could I make them with my carbon arsenal?
I could just lend you the ones that I have.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Yeah. That. No, it's because things he makes he has proficiency in.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Proficiency adds a +2, is it? Or is it just
at this level, it's +3.
It's +3, then you would actually have a better chance. Because you'd have a +7, while he'd have a +6.
Just one moment. Because I don't actually have a click to roll Thieves Tools thing in my character sheet yet.
Cool. So both of you...
+7.
I am actually going to go back into smoke mode and hide, like, directly under the camera, and if it starts going towards them as a worst-case failsafe, I'm going to move my smoke over the camera.
Suppose you could do that.
That's 18.
It's 82. Yeah, you open that door real easy. Like, you know, you slide in, you do the Skyrim mini game. Time stops as you like start fiddling with the door, like, you know, it's a little noise, like, and then the door flies open.
You know,
I used to
really
have to
hope
do.
there's no
I
way
lived
to
in a
do it.
shipping container for 3 years, and this is how I had to get in every night.
All right, let's go. And
Whatever,
you
Fuji.
move, and then you close the door behind you before the camera swings back. So as far as anyone watching the camera knows, nothing happened. And you are inside the office of the Dean of Medicine.
There's no other cameras in here?
No,
Okay.
there are no cameras in this office. Probably because, I don't know, this is like the boss here. You don't know what he does. You don't want to know what he does in his free time.
Oh god.
Remind me to never shine a black light in here. Okay.
I'm glad we all had the same thought. Alright,
heard
let's look around.
Yes, no, roll an investigation check, everybody.
Oh boy.
Can I...
7.
It's an investigation. We're looking for something.
3!
Hey! Not 20.
I got my one good roll in for the day, and it's all downhill from there.
Wasn't even that good of a roll. It's just you have a +7. Grab a star.
Mm-hmm.
Your foot touches something wet.
Close.
Oh, nice.
You like feel under the desks to try and find like files or something. You have to wipe your hand
Oh. Hmm.
Uh, Bongo finds.
More food.
Yes, he finds like a pack of like potato chips, like hidden away behind like a like he like bites it open and just his head disappears into it.
Why is Bongo such a goblin?
He's a
He's
bird.
a bird.
Next question.
Have you ever like had? Okay, I don't know if you've ever had birds.
I can say with confidence I haven't.
I've had
That
budgies.
I know of.
I had budgies as a pet for about 8 years. This is exactly how they act.
Okay.
Except budgies scream all the time.
Mimi
Bongo
is
screams
also
when no one is looking.
Mimi is helping Snuff look.
Rachel, you yourself are sort of looking around. You find actually a few things that are otherwise useful. You find some prescription pads.
Some what?
Prescription pads, like for prescribing
Medication.
Medication.
Like that you fill out?
Yes. But they're all
I'll take those.
pre-signed.
Ooh. I'm gonna take those. Pockets those.
Yeah. Kodama.
I assume I also have to wipe my hand off.
Worse.
Uh-oh.
You sit down on the couch.
Oh,
You sort of
no.
have a look around. You stand back up.
Mm.
The pillow sticks to your ass.
Mm.
I'm sorry, and congratulations just in case.
Snuff.
I am going to...
DM to player, please.
Oh no, okay. I'll meet you in the
Bye,
maze
bitch.
spell. Oh no, what'd I find?
For one, you find exactly what you're looking for. You find the name and address of like not the name and address. You find the file that's for fucking where did I put his name?
The man we're looking for.
Yes, where did I put it?
Uh,
Yena. Yena. And it's exactly what you wanted. It's assigned like basically there's just a bunch of really funky looking psychological reports that sound definitely real and not made up. And it points to a psych ward not far from here. But as you pull it out, another file grabs your attention. Because the name on the file is Himiko Toga.
Well, he's gingerly going to pick that up. After handing the actual file that he wants to Mimi. Balancing it on her head, or on her back. Putting it in her mouth, letting her carry it to the others.
You wanna hop back up?
Uh,
Or is he going to flip through it right now?
he's gonna look through it.
So, most of this is actually, a lot of this is actually familiar to you. Where, you were with her in this, like, psychological institution, and it's, something, full recovery, something, back to school. Then you flip through a few more pages. Killed a kid, stabbed him, and stole his blood, basically. Yeah. And has been on the run ever since. This was about 3 months ago. Five. Stupid.
Can I flip through for my file?
If you find it, roll another investigation check.
Why do I always keep missing 4? Never mind.
No, your file is not here.
Okay.
Step back up.
Yeah. Alright. So Snuff.
What did you fail to find?
Pulls out a file and kind of pauses as he does, not looking at the file but back at the cabinet, hands the file he had just grabbed to Mimi, kinda jogs over to give it to the rest of you. It's the file we're looking for. But in the background, you just see Snuff pull out another file, open it, flip through it a little bit, and then gingerly close it, and then almost frantically, looking really distressed, start searching through the cabinet for something else.
You okay?
He's not really responding. He definitely looks very distressed, though.
Okay. Let's talk about it later, okay, Snuff?
He is very tuned out, just flipping through things. You'd have to touch him to really get his attention.
Alan is going to pick Mimi up and put Mimi on his shoulder.
He, like, jumps, like, really startledly, freezes in place, and just turns his head to look at Mimi. Kind of headbutts his mask and nuzzles her back. He takes the other file he put out, puts it in his bag, and just like closes the cabinet. But he looks distraught, to say the least, right now. Yeah. He's keeping it together at the moment. I'm assuming he gave or Mimi rather gave the file to Alan, the actual one they're looking for.
This is the bun. She and a harbor worker, unremarkable, and boom! All of a sudden, he's got everything from paranoid schizophrenia to a bunch of other stuff.
I've been there.
I just want to say it seems to be a very psychiatric thing to describe people as unremarkable. Because that's how I was described in my psychiatric evaluation, is short and unremarkable.
It's a little mean.
It is really mean.
It's a bit of a dick move.
That's Deku's defining character trait. How'd you know? Like, literally, anytime he is described as unremarkable, normal-looking boy.
Alright, this is an address.
Oh, what?
That's a problem.
A problem?
Yeah, I know of this place. Shit.
Come on, don't leave us in the dark.
Well, okay. This is an asylum that's on a remote island, basically.
I wasn't aware that he got sent to Alcatraz.
More or less. Yeah, it's in the middle of the fucking tiny island just north of Okinawa. We're gonna have to plan good to get in there.
Where the fuck is Okinawa?
Island chain to the south of Japan.
Thank you.
Is that a name Snuff recognizes?
Yes!
Alright, he's shriveling up even more. Mimi starts kind of mewling distressfully, trying to, like, get him to pay attention to her.
You hear, start hearing footsteps from outside the door.
Oh god, oh shit.
I pull out the stop sign.
Do not
I stack up to the side of the door so that whoever walks in, I can just smack him.
Hide! Just fucking hide!
Oh god.
Stealth checks from everybody.
Actually, is it just one set of footsteps?
Yes.
Okay. Bongo is gonna fly over to the office seat and like sit in it.
Snuff is
Okay.
going to take Mimi and crawl into a vent overhead. Or crawl is a strong word. Smoke into a vent over.
Yeah.
Oh well, like
everybody,
this is fucking pointless.
everybody roll a stealth check. You had advantage, Snuff, because... I know.
Do we need one for Bongo?
No,
Bongo
because he's
isn't
trying to be
hide.
noticed.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
trying to be noticed. He is sitting in the office chair, looking like an innocent little bird that's on fire.
That is eating the
Uh,
man's potato chips.
Yeah. He's still eating the potato chips. He just looks like a bird that got in here somehow.
The door opens. For a sec, he like starts looking around, almost like turning around to like see you, Rachel, who has decided to hide behind, like no, you know, like one of those like where you put your clothes.
Oh, like a coat rack?
Yeah, but it's like a does not cover you. You're not that thin.
Take a lampshade off the next nearby lamp. Just put it over your head.
But before he can do so, he notices the fucking bird. What the fuck? Hey, get the fuck away from my chips!
Does he step
But-
inside?
Yes.
I swing at him with my stop sign.
Oh boy. Lethally, non-lethally?
I'm not picky. I'm swinging at his head. If he gets knocked out, that's fine.
Roll
If he
attack.
dies, that's also fine. 14?
It's a
Or do I
hit.
have advantage because he can't see me?
Yeah, it's a hit either way.
Nice.
Lucky.
Ignore the
12?
fire damage.
Yeah,
So
not on
10
fire.
bludgeoning damage?
Lucky. That gets him down to 1 hit point.
Oh Jesus!
I have a second attack.
No.
He's also no. That means he falls over unconscious because he's not in combat.
Oh, good. Cool.
That's not great.
Bongo kind of squeaks happily and finishes the last of the chips.
Why don't... Does anyone else have any alcohol in him? We can make it look like he's been drinking.
Better idea.
Wait,
Bet
do you have the
Kodama
cocaine?
actually does.
Do you have the cocaine? Just like put some cocaine in his hand. There you go.
I have Coke and alcohol. Excuse
Yeah.
me. I rub some Coke on his face. I pour some booze on his head, and I lay him on the couch, and I lay his face on the cum cushion.
I can't believe we're ruining someone's career.
All right. Now to make it convincing,
Hmm?
when we leave, we call security. They're gonna get here before he wakes up.
Probably.
Yeah, they're gonna get here before he wakes up, and any excuse he's gonna make is gonna be pretty unbelievable, considering he was found unconscious with cocaine and. You know. Actually, hold on.
Guys,
Alan,
I
like,
swear.
grabs him so that his head is like on the floor. There, now it looks like he hit his head on the way down.
That works.
Guys, I swear I saw this flaming bird and it was like eating the last of my chips. God damn it.
Can I
And then
make?
it
Can I
stopped
make?
and went straight into my face.
I make one addition. I just cover his entire body in alcohol instead. Make it look like he really wiped out.
It's gonna.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice. Now we leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
stride out of there with the confidence of, people that just ruined a man's career.
Sounds like not my problem.
It also sounds like he was kind of a fraud, so...
Plus, he wasn't practicing proper hygiene techniques for the set of that one. Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, you make your way out. Your elevator door closes as the other one opens, and like security walks out.
Do we hear just what the fuck?
Well, you hear the alarm just kind of turn off. As he's presumably trying to tell them about the bird. I'm telling you, there was a bird in here. All of that. Anyway, you make your way back out the way you came. You slip out of your clothes.
Oh shit, we're nudists now?
No, you
Hell
slip
yeah.
out of the fucking overalls back into your normal clothes.
Oh.
And you step into your car and drive off.
I am holding Bongo like Burger appreciatively.
That went pretty smoothly.
I am admiring the new dent in my stop sign.
So, now we're gonna have to figure something else out. How the fuck do we get in there?
Well, we can look at famous Alcatraz escape attempts for inspiration.
Frankly, getting out is... Okay, here's my problem with all of this. We're trying to break someone out of there, meaning... We're gonna have to get on the island. We need a fucking army of some kind.
Can I make a suggestion?
Snuff,
Let's just
you seem
fucking kill a
bothered.
bunch of people and get thrown in there.
That's stupid. Snuff, what's
Yes,
up?
but what better
Shut up,
idea do we have?
Kodama. What's up?
He kind of like shrivels up with Mimi in his lap and starts typing on his phone to everyone. Getting out, not impossible. Done it before.
You were there?
He just kind of nods really quietly and like... Bluntly, he's in autistic shutdown mode. Like, he's not having a good time.
Hey, Snuff. Tell you what. Don't you want to see that place shut down? Close its doors?
Never want to see it again.
Then let's burn it to the ground.
He kind of just kind of holds onto the end of Alan's sleeve. Can forward something to Yagi for info?
Of course.
And he hands Alan just the other file that he grabbed while they were in there. Very, very gingerly, seemingly having taken the photo out of it.
Okay. He sort of rolls it up and puts it like on the inside of his pocket, trying not to take his eyes off the road. Hey. We're gonna have to wait a while until we can perform something like this anyway.
We're gonna need more than just what we have.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
too. I'm gonna contact some of our friends we've made.
You think we can get together a small army?
Maybe not, perhaps not a small army, but I don't know. some guns. I don't know. I'm thinking a speedboat with a big gun on it. I don't know. Alan like sort of perks up, like listening to the radio. Like he turns up the volume of the radio. It's a news report. News about basically where you just came from. That there has been a massive attack from villains on a eastern district of Tokyo, Hosu City to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Damn, the sports festival was really fast. Sorry.
it's been like 2 weeks since the last. Don't worry about it.
Timeline. Don't worry about it.
I know that. Okay, I got the dates right. I don't have the. I'm bad at the. This is so and so many weeks after so and so because 7 is a stupid number.
I had initially planned to rewatch My Hero Academia in preparation for this campaign, and I feel like not having done that might actually be helping.
Yeah, no, it just bunch of things that seem to be eerily close to the description of the thing you were with when you attacked those kids, those students. Had attacked all over the city and essentially like destroyed a not insignificant part of the buildings, and a bunch of people are dead and a lot more are injured.
Nice.
Is there a motive?
Something. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that happens, like like a villain that you've been hearing about, Stain, was actually caught during this attack. And there's apparently some sort of association that is being assumed between Stain and the League of Villains. Down but not out, huh? I feel like we're gonna have to have a talk with our old friend.
Sounds like it's in order.
In the meantime, yeah, Rachel, can you try and get in touch with Mr. Yagi over the next few days, see if he's okay?
Yeah.
And we'll organize a meeting soon. I'm gonna talk to Mr. Tracksuit Man at the bar. See if I can get us the equipment we need. All we need then is the manpower.
The more manpower we have, the better.
Yeah, I'll think about that. And as you guys drive down the highway, adrenaline sort of emptying itself out of your system, we're gonna end this session.
Ooh.
Wahoo!
Yeah.
Adrenaline emptying. Speak for yourself. I'm honking at everybody.
That went off way cleaner than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I am so irrationally proud of my split-second decision to have Bongo sit in the chair to act as a decoy.
That genuinely.
Because, it made me realize Bongo is like the definition of menace. When people see a bird eating their shit, their first reaction isn't to fucking shoot the bird, but to be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Stop!"
Yeah. Exactly. So, yes, I'm sure you'll have a lot to report to Chloe though when you get back next session.
Hello, Tempest.
Hello.
Bempest.
Speaking
Hello.
Bempest.
I have a proposition
You've got a proposition. What's your proposition?
for Duma.
Yes.
Do you
I don't
wanna
know.
do you wanna like do this in the secret chat?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I wanted
Go
to
to the
do
maze.
a
Maze spell.
surprise.
Enter the maze.
I'm so glad I got Maze banned. I'm so proud.
We all have our own little achievements.
I mean, if I get Warlock's banned, I apologize in advance.
Maze is banned from now on. Oh, that's fine. I have Force Cage. That works too.
Why was Maze banned again?
Because
they tried
I-
to do maze on the tank.
I tried to cast Maze. If you remember in the bad guy one shot we did, or the 3-shot, I guess, I tried to cast Maze on
Yeah.
Toga, who was the final boss, and it would have soft locked the encounter.
Oh yeah.
Because there's no save for
I
Maze.
mean-
You're just gone.
Better to have that happen in a one shot than to have it in the main campaign where your character needs it. You know.
I suppose, but also it would have been really funny in the main campaign.
Would have been, to be fair.
Oh, did I tell you guys that I came up with a backup character for the main campaign?
Oh, you did? I haven't come up with a second backup character yet because I'm really hoping Warwick doesn't die.
Yeah, I'm also kind of banking on David not dying, but like on the off chance he does, I'm making a barbarian druid. That's Australian.
Fun.
Barbarian.
We're getting such like a walking tour of the world accents. It's very
Oh, yeah. Not very good at accents.
Yeah, so that was the session.
Yay!
I'm glad I finally rolled decently when it counted.
Bongo, the absolute fucking menace.
We will be there next session, don't worry. Sorry about that.
That's
Oh,
okay.
sorry
I
about
love
the timer.
No,
Dude,
it's okay.
man.
Sorry,
I love
I'll-
the basically the Chekhov's gun with Bongo there, where it was like he was like attacking people for food and shit, and then it like clicked in Rachel's head that like I can use this to my advantage.
This is a surprise tool that will help us later.
The 1-2 punch of Bongo and Bonko.
The flaming bird.
Bongo is literally just a pigeon. But like,
pigeon.
and everyone reacts to Bongo like he's a fucking pigeon. It's like, get the fuck out of here, stupid bird!
It's like a symbol, yeah.
They probably just assume he's like a pigeon with a quirk,
Yeah.
Did
rather
we
than
get
like.
any experience points for all that combat?
Does Bongo level up?
Sure, you are now the only one that goes by experience, and everyone else is still doing, while still leveling.
Hey, I'm rubbing my hands together
Good.
ominously in the background as you all
As you
celebrate this victory.
Kodama's secret strategy: when there's no combat, make combat.
Correct.
However, you do actually level up, because you didn't level up after the last thing.
So we're level 9 now?
Yes.
Oh god, how many points do I get?
Does Chloe level up?
Chloe's just laying in bed.
You're mostly leveling up for the shit you did last time.
Oh, that's fair, that's fair.
Chloe
Oh, so wait,
laying
are
in
we
bed.
are we all leveling up then, or is it like a?
Yes, you're all
Same
leveling
level.
up.
All of us
Hell
to
yeah.
level 9.
I was just memeing at Ian.
We'll sort that out before next Saturday, but yes, thank you, Duma.
Yeah.
A big thank you to you, Duma. Oh.
If you
Uh,
if you don't sort it out before next Saturday, I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna knock on the door. I'm gonna go. Level up your character, please.
Thank you.
D&D is in 10 minutes.
No
I need
pressure.
to go back to Austria in 10 minutes.
Oh no, I appear to have gotten the wrong house. I do not know who you are.
I hate to break it to you, you're gonna have to call the intercom because I lived in a closed building.
Oh shit! Oh, this is where I get the good ability.
I need to find the character sheet you and I made at some point.
I highly recommend linking it in.
Alright, well, I gotta go.
Yep.
See ya.
But thank you. I will see you later.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.
I found it already.